Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Previously, how did we do? We talked to the judge and confirmed that his perception in the bathroom was wrong. I'm just gonna leave that to your imagination. So, then little thief Kay Faraday tried to go for Miles's family jewels with her kick again, but he sidestepped and caught her red-handed, and now the interrogation can begin. Hopefully Kay can settle this matter once and for all. I think that she must have stolen the pastry from Gumshoe then. I was originally thinking that maybe Gumshoe might have bought it for her, but I don't know, maybe she stole it outright. I'm not sure, though. Then again, I still have that theory that she got $1 from Miles so she could help buy the pastry with Gumshoe. Only time will tell, so let's get going. It would appear that we've caught you at last.
Hey, don't you dare do anything bad to that girl!
Oh, Gumshoe already has a soft spot for her, huh? It would appear that they do know each other after all. So, why do you continue to come up to me and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow? I have a name, and it's Kay. Kay what? Kay Faraday. Faraday? Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter? I'm not a you, I'm Kay. Kay, you know, good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do. Well, then you shouldn't have put Gummy under arrest, mister. Gummy?
My guess is that she's talking about Detective Gumshoe.
What a cute nickname you've given him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong. Kay. It appears that I will need to speak with her in a bit more detail. Rawr! She's adorable. Okay. Yes, what is it? That girl, she seems to know that scruffy detective. Maybe she knows something about him that we don't. Agreed. However, she seems to be rather uncooperative at the moment. She's like a stray alley cat. I wonder what would happen if we fed her. Perhaps I will try feeding her. Oh, good idea, Franny. It appears that we've caught you red-handed, eating a Swiss roll.
Ugh, look, I'm sorry about lying to you, pal.
And do you have nothing else to say?
Sure do. It was so fluffy and sweet and big. Oh, it was perfection, pal. And totally worth every penny of my bonus.
I see. Well, good for you, Detective. I can't believe it, but it's almost funny when a fool is this unbelievably foolish.
Oh dear. Oh.
What is the matter, Your Honor?
I claim to hand down fair verdicts, but I unfairly cast suspicion on the big fella. If this had been a trial just now, I would have destroyed his life. I am the guilty one.
Oh. We all make mistakes, Your Honor. To err is human, to forgive divine, as they say. Although, if you were to make a mistake during a trial, then it would be quite unforgivable.
And how?
Now then, Kay. Hiss! Oh wow, she is a cat. She's like a stray cat. I wonder if I should feed her something. Eat this bloody bag. Eat this knife. Here, child, put this handgun in your mouth. God, okay, dial it back, Zephyr. Dial it back, this is a bit too dark. Kay, I promise to give this to you if you calm down. Oh, a Swiss roll. It really belongs to you, though, doesn't it? Yeah, I was saving it for Daddy.
Oh my.
Your father, he's...
Oh, don't you say another word, pal. She doesn't know yet.
Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. But I already know about Daddy. I overheard the guards talking about how he's not here anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't protect him.
Kay. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna... cry! Aw. It's all right. Let it all out. Your father just passed away, after all. I myself was also involved in a case at this courthouse when I was a young child. A case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. All of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed into fine ash on that nightmarish day. Man, this isn't even internal dialogue. Azo's really just saying this out loud, huh? Even now, the wound festers deep in the depths of my soul. Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can. And now, to have this happen right in front of me. This child, I feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us, and yet you forgot about her. Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you going to just stand there and watch a lady cry? Ah, you're right. Sorry about that. Okay, here, how about we use this handkerchief here and dry your little eyes? Ugh. She just blew her nose into a stupid, cravat? Is that... or... ascot? What, yeah, okay. No! My cravat! Don't pull your nose on that! I feel better now. Thanks. That's great. That's really great. That's pretty dang great. Okay, anyone have anything to say? It looks like the girl has finally calmed down. Yes, I believe I can take my time and talk with her now. It's so disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. Does no one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore? Didn't Mr. Von Karma say the exact same thing earlier? But, Franziska, I don't think you two are that far apart in terms of age. I'm about to become a prosecutor, so understand that I'm nothing like that little girl. Fair enough. It appears that we've caught you... Oh, same dialogue. I'm guessing the judge has the same dialogue as well. So let's just talk to her. Kay, are you going to be... alright? Yep, I'm already alright. Somehow I highly doubt that, but I'm not going to push it. I promised Daddy I'd never cry in front of strangers. That's messed up. Cry when you want.
And you're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right?
That's right. Even if I can't see Daddy anymore, I'm still going to keep all my promises. You're a very brave girl, Kay. You're a very good child for keeping the promises you made to your papa. I'll even testify that you didn't cry just for you. Oh, that means so much coming from her. Thank you very much, lady. It's nothing. I'm only telling the truth, after all. It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Franziska is sympathetic to Kay's feelings. Alright. Let's begin with showing some evidence. Oh man, I always go for organizer, not present. Oh, Daddy showed this to me before. Well, he was a prosecutor too, so it's only natural that he had one as well. Daddy would pin this badge on me a lot, just for fun. Pinning a prosecutor's badge on a child for fun. Daddy said that if he put it on his clothes, a scary prosecutor would get mad. He also said that the scary prosecutor said it was more fashionable to not wear it. I wonder who that scary prosecutor could be. Gee, I wonder. Could Kay be talking about Mr. Von Karma? I came here with Daddy for his work, and I wanted to eat with him. Daddy? She looks so sad and lost. I can't bring myself to make her recall any more about today's events. How about the balloon? Okay, about this. Huh? Are you giving it to me? But I promised Daddy that I wouldn't take things from strangers. I'm sorry. It's alright. I wasn't intending to give it to you anyway. Oh, okay. Guess I thought wrong. Miles, even if you show that to her, she isn't going to magically know all about it. I mean, it's her balloon. Come on. Anywho. Kay, what kind of person was your father? Daddy was a hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world. So, to you, a prosecutor's a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we are in a sense as... Oh, that wasn't what I thought he was talking about. I suppose we are, in a sense, as we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals. Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls. Oh. I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy. So I've been working really hard. I see. And what have you been working hard on? I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together. A promise notebook. May I take a look inside, Kay? Sure, okay. It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between father and daughter. Mr. Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later. Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. Let's take a look right now. Never take things from a stranger. Never go anywhere with a stranger. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. Okay. I suppose we'll use this eventually to prove that Kay did not in fact do something that was accused of her? Well, never take things from a stranger. That kind of throws a wrench in my theory that she and Gumshoe shared the Swiss roll. I hope you'll continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father. I'm gonna try. Hey, Kay, so I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? That makes me a hero too. Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy. Okay, let's just savor this rare moment where someone actually praises Gumshoe. You don't get this often, man.
Yeah, aren't I, Kay?
What is with the two of them?
I hand down verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too.
Oh, he wants in on it! Yes, and thanks to your oh-so-heroic testimony, you almost painted that detective as a vile criminal and sent him off to jail.
I'm really sorry about that.
Gummy is not a bad man, okay? That poor judge. He's being treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay. Yeah, we're friends. In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him? So I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier. Yep. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi. And when was this? Huh? Oh, before everything got crazy? How long were the two of you together? We only talked for a little while, and then we went on our own ways.
That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while, and that's it.
Oh, which means we have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess, isn't that right?
Oh, you got me.
I told you to stop picking on Gummy, mister. Very well, then. I'll just have to speak with a good detective in private later. Were you the one who bought this pack of Swiss rolls, Kay? Well, I didn't really have a lot of money, and I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had, but that still wasn't enough, and I really, really wanted one. Come to think of it, she did come and ask me to exchange a handful of change for $1. And that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct? Yeah, thanks a bunch for doing that, mister. Sure. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct? Well, that's why...
Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal.
Need I remind you that you're the one already under arrest?
Yo!
I sense that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question. Sorry about your roughly thing. Yes, well, now that it's positively drenched in your nasal mucus. Don't worry, Kay. I have a spare. So here, you can have this one. Sprite change?
Sprite change!
But Daddy said, never take things from a stranger. It's one of those promises you made in your promise notebook, correct? Yeah, look, see? It's right here on this page. Alright then. I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me next time we meet. Oh my god, yeah, I think we already saw Kay give the cavat back. We did, didn't we? Wow. Okay, Daddy never said I couldn't borrow things from strangers. Now then, Detective Gumshoe.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he knows.
I believe it is now crystal clear that you were with little Kay in that hallway.
Oh.
I told you to stop being mean to Gummy. Miles Edgeworth, there is still something you have yet to resolve. I beg your pardon? You still haven't offered an explanation for why that man would lie to us. Well... Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake.
Hey, don't worry about it, Kay. Everything's gonna be okay.
Ah, so that's why. So, what was Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? If you can't explain that, then you can't call this a perfect investigation. His reason for lying is very simple. What? Here's what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's actions and his interactions with Kay, it's obvious the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. The Swiss roll, wouldn't it? Yeah. Wouldn't want people to figure out Kay was there? And that she broke one of her rules? Oh, this isn't it, is it? But no health penalties, so thank God. Okay. Which of these would be bad for Kay? The fountain pen, maybe? No. Okay, well, I said that maybe it wouldn't be it would be the Swiss roll because it would show that Kay broke one of her rules, but maybe we actually just go for the rule book itself. Mr. Faraday and Kay's promised notebook. How does this explain everything? If you could take a look at this page, it's clearly written that Kay should never take things from a stranger. When Detective Gumshoe heard about that promise, he tried to cover for Kay. What a foolishly foolish fool's fool of a foolish reason for a fool! Yow! Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you?
Because I'm your friend, Kay. That's why.
Gummy. At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now?
Guess there's no beating you, huh, pal? Okay, I'll spill the goods. I'd been standing guard for a while. I was getting really hungry, and that snack vending machine was taunting me. But all the cash you had on you was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item on that machine is the $6 pack of Swiss rolls. Yeah, but then, like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up.
I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy, so I wanted to buy a Swiss roll, but only had about $1 in coins.
So we pooled my $5 and her $1 together, and bought a pack of Swiss rolls together.
But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said,
Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me, so you didn't really get it from me, you know?
He told me it'd be okay. And he gave me a whole roll to save and give to Daddy. Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate? Indeed. Detective, I take it that you then sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together.
Yeah, we split the other roll and ate it right then. A sweet taste of that cake's chocolate. I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal.
Anyway, Kay, I believe this also belongs to you.
Oh, that's from the balloon I popped.
It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, Kay.
I'm sorry.
Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. It was sitting high up on a windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I forgive you.
But that balloon... I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose.
No!
And because of me, Gummy dropped his half of the Swiss roll.
Oh, wow, you really got me there, pal.
So I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other roll. And then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister.
So you kicked me, is that it?
You sure are a feisty one. I'm really sorry, mister.
It's alright, I'm perfectly unharmed. But about this Swiss roll, would it be alright with you if I held onto it until Detective Gumshoe was cleared of all charges and free to go?
Yeah, sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay?
Of course, I promise. Now then, I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders.
Objection!
Oh. Hello. Did you just hear that last bit and you raise an objection, or what? Actually, it proves just the opposite, Edgeworth. You've just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed the crime. What do you mean? It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss Yu. I'm getting lectured on manners by a girl with a penchant for whipping people. What? How dare you talk back with such insolence?
You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy.
Oh, and what have we here? What is a child doing here in a courthouse? Bailiff, please take this child in. What the fuck? Well, Miss Callisto, that girl is Mr. Faraday's. I know. So what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she gets to just run wild all around the crime scene? You're like 3 rooms in a hall and 2 hallways away from the crime scene, and she was also standing still? The hell, lady? I think it's actually quite dangerous for her, to speak nothing of getting underfoot. I suppose you're right. However, as long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, Detective, you were in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time, correct?
Yeah, but...
You see, isn't it obvious that it could only be the detective? Dude, lady, come on. He is the only person who could have gone into lobby number 2 at the time of the murders.
Ugh. I have no counter-argument to that.
Don't worry, I've already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest. But the investigation is far from over. Oh, that's right, I was going to speak with you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspect out in the open without a guard? I suppose it is. Well, as someone with more experience in law than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on a criminal, or you may regret what comes of your negligence.
Ah, Miles, I can't believe you're letting this woman lecture you like this. Only I can lecture you like that. This is unforgivable as a disciple of Von Karma. Down, Tigress. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation. So, we're back to square one. Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged under all of this circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Bad and Miss Yu were at the time of the crime. Lobby number 1. Oh ho! Yeah, that room does seem a bit suspicious. Callisto used overt eagerness to just throw the book at Gumshoe. Rubs me the wrong way just a bit. I think she's a bit suspicious. What is this incredibly overpowering sweet scent? It smells like flowers. Uncle Bad, is this it? Huh? Isn't that Detective Bad and Kay over there? It looks like she managed to escape the bailiff. Oh. That's a bottle of incense. Or perfume? Yeah. No, that's not quite it. Aw, too bad, but it's so pretty. I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it. Thanks, I'll treasure it always. Well, those two seem to get along rather well. Oh, here, I've got something else for you. Yay, thank you, Uncle Bad. Earlier, I ate one of these with Gummy. Gummy? Oh, you mean Gumshoe. Gummy is... Sniffle. He was trying to be nice to me because I was going to get in trouble. And then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. Gummy. Hiccup. I know he didn't kill Daddy. Don't cry. Faraday would be sad if he saw you crying. I'm not crying. Kay. Oh, it's the mister from before and the lady too. Don't you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being? You're not involved in the investigation, so it's for the best if you do. Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant, so I'm related to the investigation. Is that so, Detective Bad? Yeah, I guess. What? You were just scolding us like kids to not mess up the crime scene. And now you let this child run free? Why? People are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. You also had a few things you wanted to look into. Got a problem with that? I don't have a problem with that, but I am curious as to what Miss Yu was looking into. Uncle Bad, I'm gonna go look somewhere else now, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you. Oh, that's right. Hey, mister! Yes, what is it? I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy. I mean it. So please, find the real bad guy, okay? I won't forgive whoever did this. But in the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there is no one else who could be the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. She wandered off while I was pondering. Well, okay. Yes, what is it?
What is this smell that has permeated the air? It's sweet and flowery, although at this strength I'm likely to suffocate from it. I can't conduct an investigation under these circumstances. We need to open a window and air this room out. I demand that you open a window right now. Hurry!
There's already one open.
Franziska, one of the windows is already open. I can see that. I wonder. Is it just a coincidence that one of the windows in this room is already open too?
No, not at all. This window is the nearest to Lobby 2. And in Lobby 2, the window that was nearest to Lobby 1 here was open as well. There absolutely is something going on with the windows.
One of the windows in this lobby is open as well. The air conditioner is working just fine in this room, so why did they open it, I wonder? That expensive painting is ill-suited to be hanging on the wall of this room. I wonder if a guard detail should be placed on it. Why do you say that? Well, a desperate low-paid detective might make off with it someday. You never know. She may be thinking about hiring a guard. But it's obvious she isn't factoring in that the guard's salary whatsoever.
Oh. I'm free to leave. That's interesting.
What an incredibly strong, scented herbal tea. I fear that more than being relaxing, this scent may make one a bit heady instead.
You put in a special request for that.
No wonder she's so violent if she's been drinking this stuff the whole time. Neither woman should be allowed to comment on this particular topic. Ever. This television is the same model as the one in defendant lobby number 2. Looks like the two rooms are basically the same in terms of layout and supplies. Yes. The two rooms are basically the same, huh? This decorative plant's leaves are shinier than the ones on the plant in lobby number 2. That's probably because it's next to the window where it's easier to photosynthesize. You may be right. Plus, the curtains are always drawn in lobby number 2. The caretakers of this courthouse don't think enough about the plants, do they? That's because they're the courthouse's caretakers, not a bunch of botanists. I can see down into the courthouse courtyard from here. What is that mess supposed to be? It's like an optical illusion.
Huh?
I believe it's supposed to be postmodern in design. More like thoughtlessness in design. I can't disagree there.
Alright, Bad, let's hear it.
Detective Bad, what exactly was Kay searching for?
Nothing that concerns you, boy.
Oh, and I suppose it has something to do with Kay?
It does, because she's Faraday's daughter. Anyway, hurry up and get to the point. I don't have time to waste.
It sounds like he'd rather be left alone. I have something I'd like to confirm with you once again.
I don't have anything to say to you.
Be that as it may, we still have questions that we need answers to. Now then, first of all, what is the overpowering smell that is permeating this room? Upon entering this room, I thought I was going to suffocate.
It's that ultra-strong perfume you wears. She spilled some of it. I was having a bad time of it myself. I didn't think twice and opened the window, but that smell is still here.
Perfume, huh? So the sweet scent in the air is perfume. Well, it's giving off quite a stench. I bet it's some cheap no-name brand.
She said it's a famous brand from overseas.
It's a knockoff. Yes, definitely a knockoff.
No disrespect, but she forced one of those bottles on me. Here, little girl, you can have it.
Huh. I was born for much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing as how you just happen to have a spare, I suppose I'll take it. Miles Edgeworth, you will hold on to this bottle without fail. Why can't she ever be honest about her wants? Alright. So now we have the perfume Miss Yu wears. Just fantastic.
Is that all you wanted to talk about? If so, I'm going back to investigating.
Actually, I still have a few other things I wish to inquire about. I also want to take a look at this. Oh, can't look at it closer. I wonder what the brand name is. Alright. So you were in this room the entire recess?
Like I said, I made a call to the precinct to get that big lug down there. But other than that, I was waiting for the recess to end in here.
At least your story is consistent. Earlier, you stated that you were in this lobby with Miss Yu.
Yeah, I ran into her in the hallway. She said she wanted to talk to me about something, so we came in here.
Then what you're saying is that until Detective Gumshoe's arrival, you and Miss Yu were in two different locations.
Huh. Guess I am.
Interesting. Speaking of that lawyer, she seems to have a great dislike for you.
Ugh.
Let's see. Miss Yu is the sister of the victim of the KG-8 incident. And as I recall, Detective Bad was the lead detective on that case. I wonder if the reason for her disdain isn't simply because you failed to guard Cece, but because you were the lead detective on the case.
You knew?
I also know that today's trial involving the Cadopian Embassy staff member is being referred to as the second KG-8 incident. Now then, Detective, I believe it's time you were honest with me, and told me the truth behind your relationship with Miss Yu and Mr. Faraday, and the KG-8 incident.
If you already knew that much, guess it'd be alright to tell you.
Nice! Now then, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the KG-8 incident.
It's not exactly a happy story. Other than the people who were directly involved. You two will be the first to hear what I'm about to tell.
I knew it! I knew it! That's such a classic trick.
The honest truth behind the KG-8 incident. Faraday, you, and I. As you already know, we three were involved with the KG-8 incident. Faraday and I, we were originally on the trail of a smuggling ring.
You mean the smuggling case involving one of the Amano Group's secretaries?
That trial was just a front.
A facade?
Yeah, but the case became tainted. Because a witness who was going to testify about the Amano Group's ties to the smuggling ring, CCU, was killed.
Then what became of the secretary who was arrested?
His name was Colin Devore.
Oh, wow, oh, wow. It's all connected, damn.
To be honest, the guy didn't know a thing about the smuggling ring. But he confessed to knowing about it anyway. Devore was probably being intimidated by the big boss man. Just another scapegoat.
The boss man of the Amano group. He can't seriously mean Mr. Ernest Amano. That can't be right. It's probably just Detective Bad's personal hypothesis. What is he trying to do, suspecting Mr. Amano of being involved with smuggling? Oh, just you wait, buddy. I suppose it would have been quite difficult to secure an acquittal after he confessed. But the man who killed CCU, Manny Cochin, was a completely different person. But since he's already been acquitted once of her murder... Oh, immunity! Mr. Faraday, how could you have let him go? If I remember correctly, I heard that Mr. Faraday had an important piece of evidence stolen from him.
That wasn't Faraday's fault. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. Faraday, Cece, I was supposed to protect them both.
Miss Yu did mention that as well. About how Detective Bad was supposed to guard her sister.
But even I, who was supposed to protect them, I fell into their trap.
What kind of trap?
Heh. The holes in this jacket are a testament to that trap.
You mean you were assaulted by a man with a hole puncher? I mean, you were fired upon? You were shot at that many times in one gunfight?
No. Only about half of these are from that case. But the reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself of the lessons I learned from the KG-8 incident.
I see.
I couldn't protect CCU, and the suspect was found not guilty. We had hit a brick wall, as far as the law was concerned. And that's when she came to the courtroom, the victim's sister. That's when I first met Callisto Yu.
About when you first met Miss Yu. It was on the day that the verdict of the KG-8 incident was handed down, was it not?
Yes. Faraday and we apologized to her from the bottom of our hearts. It was all we could do, but just saying you're sorry won't bring my sister back, she said. And then she gave me a hard slap across the face.
Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop at just a slap. If it was me, not even 100 lashes would have been punishment enough.
I suppose not. You said it herself, that she never wanted to see either of us ever again.
But after that, you've seen her many times over, correct?
Yeah, Faraday and even after the KG-8 incident had come to a close, we continued to hunt down the smuggling ring and got involved in a variety of cases. But it was no use. We cracked so many different cases. But the result was always the same. We couldn't find the real mastermind behind the ring.
Is the ring really that big?
It was in the pursuit of the ring that we met you once again. It was during another trial related to the smuggling ring. Faraday was the prosecutor, and I, as the lead detective, took to the witness stand. She appeared out of the blue as the defense attorney. Her client was related to the smuggling ring, and she was
her client was related to the smuggling ring, and she was defending them.
Yeah. Yu was pursuing the ring as best she could as a lawyer. I think she defended Rel this time for the same reason.
Come to think of it, Miss Yu did say something to the same effect. I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer. Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rel was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. It doesn't matter what her reason is. Helping a criminal is just despicable.
You're so naive, little girl. I could have stolen this lollipop from you. That's how naive you are.
How dare you insult the daughter of Yvonne Karma?
Just like us, you felt that she had hit the limit of what the law could do. That's all.
The law is merely a tool. There is no limit to it, only the skill of the craftsman. That's a good line.
You two are still too young, but one day you'll know what I mean. But enough sidetracking. What matters is that we met you again in pursuit of the smuggling ring. That's all.
Okay. Last thing here, relation to Faraday. So what was your relation to Mr. Faraday? You even seem to know Kay fairly well.
I met him when he was a rookie prosecutor. Known him ever since. And Kay, I've known her since the day she was born. Faraday and we cracked quite a few cases together.
But you two seem to have made no progress at all in the Yatagarasu case. I think he knows. He absolutely knows full well who the Yatagarasu is. Bad's a good man. Did we touch a nerve?
I only have one thing to say to you. No one knew more about the Yatagarasu than me and Faraday. That's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial. To prove that Rel was not the real Yatagarasu. Which I would have done if he hadn't turned around and accused Faraday. After the accusation, I was asked to testify, but this time, to prove or disprove the accusation. But I guess I won't be doing that either.
I sense there's more to that statement than meets the eye. Perhaps a bit more digging into the Yatagarasu is what is necessary. You claim to know much about the Yatagarasu. Would you care to share what you know with me?
What you two should be looking for right now is proof of murderous intent towards Faraday and Rel.
I agree, which is exactly why I'm asking you about the Yatagarasu.
What?
The KG8 incident and this second KG8 incident. Both of these cases are tied to the smuggling ring. And in both of these cases, the witness who was to testify about the ring was murdered. However, there is one point in which they differ, and that is the presence or absence of the great thief Yatagarasu. Mr. Rel claimed to be the Yatagarasu, however, in the middle of the trial, he suddenly declared Mr. Faraday to be the real Yatagarasu. Then, during the recess, they were both killed. Don't you find that to be the least bit odd? Miles Edgeworth, stop beating around the bush and just spit it out already. I believe that there must be some reason that the two men suspected of being the Yatagarasu were both killed at the same time.
A reason, huh?
And so, in order to catch Mr. Faraday's and Mr. Rell's cold-blooded killer, I feel that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yatagarasu.
If it will help you solve this case, then I'll tell you. I'll tell you the reason why we've never caught the Yatagarasu.
What was that sudden outburst for? You almost made me whip you by accident. Yo! It still accidentally whipped me anyway.
There are three main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind ever.
I see. So those are the Yatagarasu's special traits. Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief.
The Yatagarasu has never been caught on tape. Never tries to draw anyone's attention. It would never do something as lowbrow as commit murder. That's how I knew that Rel wasn't the real Yatagarasu right away.
But you can't use that sort of logic on its own to prove that he wasn't.
Listen, little girl. I'm not done talking yet.
Yerk.
What's different about this time was that evidence relating to the smuggling ring was sent to the police. And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Kodopian embassy, the Yatagarasu.
The Yatagarasu sent the evidence.
Until now, the Yatagarasu, oh god, my throat, would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a select few others knew about.
In that case, how can you be so sure that it was the Yatagarasu who sent it?
That's easy. A special card that only the Yatagarasu uses was attached. That's how I can be so sure.
And just what sort of card is it?
Here, take a look at this article. Whenever the Yatagarasu wants to publicize something,
Oh yeah, that calling card is right there, isn't it?
a white card is sent along with the stolen information. But when we questioned Rel about what was sent along with the white card, Rel had no idea what it was.
Ah, and that's how Detective Bad knew that Mr. Rel was a phony. Thank you very much. I have a much better understanding of the Yatagarasu now. Okay, that is definitely the best place to end things, I think. Something new's come up. Gosh, I wonder if I'm about to be yanked into another investigation phase and then I won't be able to leave. A part of me wonders that if I had actually left this room as I was able to, I saw the green arrow indicating I could leave. I wonder if I had run across some sort of Easter egg. Like, I remember back in the last case, we actually saw a great Easter egg. We saw Phoenix Wright in the distance, along with Mia and Pearl, or Maya and Pearl. God, it's been a while. I forget the names. Yeah, I wonder if I missed some sort of Easter egg. If so, that's a shame. But what can you do? So Right, well, we learned a hell of a lot. And not one shred of it indicates who could have killed the two men or how the two men died. Like, I'm thinking that maybe if there truly is a culprit to convict in this here case, I think at this point the best shot is Callisto. But there's just something off about that woman. I can't quite articulate my thoughts right now, but I have my eye on Callisto. There's just a little something off. Something smells, and I think that the scent of that perfume might be the one thing that cinches it for us. If we can find that scent on anything in the murder scene, that could be pretty huge, you know? Anyway, had a lot to think about. I appreciate the very somber tone this time around. Yeah, that initial scene that I saw this video with Kay breaking down and crying, that got to me a bit. That touched my heart a bit. And I can tell that there's such a kinship and friendship between Faraday and Bad that's now been ripped apart by this murder. Oh, I'm feeling motivated to catch that nasty person who was behind all this. I really am, anyway. Well, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Ace Attorney Investigations. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Until then, please take care. Oh, my throat. Voicing Bad hurts. He's so cool, though.